Hey guys, Jeffrey with Morrison Made, and today we're going to be talking about the COBRA NP4 bell knife skiving machine, bell skiver. And what it does is it skives, or it cuts off the back side of a piece of leather and it thins it out very accurately and easily. So if you're watching this video, you probably know what skiving is, but you see a lot of people do it by hand with either a French skiver or a Japanese knife. And it takes a lot of precision and accuracy, and it also takes a lot of time. So when you're working on big projects like a bag or a lot of smaller projects at once, this thing can really cut your time down by a lot. The machine is very easy and simple to set up. It comes with a stand, and once you get it all set up like normal, you got your switch over here. You can switch it on, and then you run it by using this pedal. It's also an adjustable speed motor, so you can adjust your speeds over here by the switch. Of course, it's set on 4 casters, so it's very mobile, easily to move around the shop if you need to. So let's talk about some of the key features of this machine. Obviously, you have your blade here. That's going to run when you press down your pedal. And you have your foot here that you can adjust to different heights, depending on how thick or thin you want the skive to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to run your project under the foot. It's going to run across the blade, and that blade is going to cut off that backside of whatever project you're working on. So you have a knob up here, this silver knob that you can twist, and it allows you to lower and raise this foot depending on how thick or thin you want the cut to be. I have a little markup here for reference because sometimes for different projects I will raise or lower the foot. You also have a handle over here, a black handle that allows you to lift the foot if you need to lift it to put your project in under the foot, and then you can press it back down. So sometimes you're going to want to take off less, sometimes you're going to want to take off more depending on the project. We have a guide back here that allows you to keep a very consistent depth with whatever project you're working on. So you can loosen it up, put it into place, and then run your edge along the guide, and that'll give you a really consistent depth along your project so that you don't have a wavy cut. Another key thing about this machine is it has a built-in knife sharpener that you can activate so that your blade will never go dull. We're not going to get into exactly how to do that now. It's a pretty simple process, but you can get on YouTube and look up a video that'll show you how to activate that sharpener and sharpen your blade. We also have this little bin under the stand, and when you cut off the backside of your leather, it's going to drop through the hole on the inside and it's going to catch it here. So you can pull this out and get rid of all the excess and throw it in the trash instead of it all just going everywhere. So some of the ways that I use this machine are with my card pockets. I will skive down, cut off some of the backside, that excess leather, which will relieve some of the bulkiness of my wallet and allow for more cards and things like that. Another great application is you're able to run the top side of your bag through the machine, and then you can fold it over and stitch that fold over, and it just makes for a really nice finish around the edges of the bag. Another great example is with a laptop bag or some kind of briefcase. You might skive down along the edges of the bag that are going to get stitched together, and that allows it just to relieve some stress so that these seams look a little bit nicer and more uniform. So on some of the bigger projects like the laptop bag or rolling over your edges on a tote, this thing is a lifesaver because that would take you all day by hand if you wanted to do something like that. And this machine just knocks it out in no time. So if you are interested in the COBRA Class NP4 bell skiver, make sure that you reach out to Brian or Eric over at AmericanLeatherworks.com. They are a small veteran-owned business, and the team over there is great to work with, super helpful. They have really good financing options. You won't have any troubles getting your hands on one of these things. I highly recommend this machine and AmericanLeatherworks.com. Thank you all, and best of luck.